So this next one, if you listen to our interview last weekend, I think it was, with Cassidy Sabinski, hope I'm saying that last name right. And so you would know that we kind of talked about this kit, and our friend here got a little, well, he was definitely affected by what we were talking about when we were talking about this kit and kind of the impacts behind it. It's a solid kit. And for us to, for our scores, honestly, pretty straightforward for us. This is the Minnesota Aurora Brighter Together kit. And for the two of us, this is what we're looking for. There's no notes. It's creative. It's fun. It also pays homage to the area, to kind of a tradition, especially amongst Midwest and across the world with, I can't remember the words on top of my head. I think
quilting. Yeah.
Quilting. Thank you. Yes. And just kind of that identity, and just weaves it, into a kit that is both fun, creative, and something that anyone who picks it up knows they will look good in it. So I don't have really anything else to say about it. Fox, do you have anything? I know you.
Yeah, this is something that I really want to pick up. It's on my Christmas list or my birthday list. July 25th, guys, coming up. Father's Day is coming up. Anyways. But yeah, this is something that I feel like any Midwestern would appreciate, but we talked about like anybody throughout the world would appreciate this. Now I will say, like, it's out there, so I can understand if somebody doesn't want to wear something this loud, but this is loud and proud, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah. And when we talked with the interview with Cassidy, there's also this bit of, if we go through these photos here and we go dive into this on our interview, there's a bit of like a story and a togetherness from, I swear, okay, it was a different photo shoot, not in here, but it's supposed to like bring people together. And there's really this deep message of community and bringing generations together, which is why the Brighter Together kit is got its name, and it kind of helps bring different people, different generations together, and in this case, under one banner of Minnesota Aurora. So we love the message, we love the idea, but more importantly here, I also want to hear what Austin you got to say from someone else who was also in that interview and not quite rating them like we are.
Yeah, I think you guys hit on a lot of great points. This is obviously a very meaningful kit, and it's really neat to see the evolution of Cassidy as a designer who, previously had done a lot of those famous Ford Madison kits from back in the day, which were very loud and in your face. Fox, you said this is a loud kit. I would agree to an extent. There's a lot going on, but it's also done in a really tasteful manner. It's fun seeing her evolution. This is as a designer. This is very much not a Ford Madison kit. It's very much its own thing. It's very carefully thought out. It's very well executed. The balance between the teal and the dark and navy, that can be hard to get right. And she even was able to carve out enough white space for all the other elements. So as a designer, the highest compliment I think I can give a kit is, oh, I wish I had designed that. And this is definitely one of those. It's, honestly, the only thing that I would maybe nitpick about is that the back of the jersey is plain teal. But I think that just speaks to how good that front of the jersey pattern is, right? Because as a fan, you want more of that. Of course, we know we need to have plain backs for player numbers and names for visibility, but as a fan who's purchasing the kit, sometimes you do wish, I wanted more of that on the back too.
Right. No, because like someone like me, I know Fox, you sometimes would hit player numbers and names and all that stuff. I'm not someone who does that. So I wholeheartedly agree with that whole little bit there. I love full-sided designs, and whenever I'm playing around like on Football Manager, my little kit designer, little creativity thing that I do, I always have it be full pattern on both sides. Because I always like it, even though I know it can be hard if you actually had to put in names and numbers onto it. So I do get it. But for someone like me who's not putting names and numbers on the back, I like a full design throughout. So
Yeah, I prefer. I like the full design, but I definitely understand why teams go with the blank spot because I do like name sets, and I've been working really hard to like try to find like a one of the top players or something like that, or a player that I'm a fan of. So then there's a purpose to it as well.
Yeah.
I always felt like that, is a cool thing to do.
Yeah, adds a little bit of value to this kit, to the kit that you're getting. But for this kit, there isn't really much need to add much value, given that we loved it. It's rated. It's only for $90 on the store, and it's a solid humble kit with the good for the good people at the Aurora up in Minnesota, and it's a store at 55.56. This is. If this is not on your list, or if you're not already bought this, I need to. It's on my list. This needs to be. This is a solid value for a solid kit. This is up there in one of the tops for this year, at least in my perspective.
Agreed.
So honestly, if you want to hear more about this kit, I honestly truly can't speak more to this kit. I just suggest you check out our interview with Cassidy from last week. Goes into more detail about the quilt and kind of the messaging and meaning behind it. And you get to hear us talk with Cassidy herself. So, which was a great time with the three of us. So, I have nothing else to say. That Austin, is there anything else you want to throw out there before we move on?
I'll just reiterate what you guys said. This is absolutely a Kid of the Year candidate. It's hard to think of one that kind of tops this, both in terms of design and in terms of meaning.
Yeah, and that's hard to do, and that's what we love about kits nowadays, is making sure that they have that meaning behind them. So, yeah, that is the Minnesota Aurora of the USLW and their Brighter Together kit for 2025.